no time.
Only slabs.
Hey there, comic book friends and fiends. It's Rob here in front of the Great Wall of Comics. It's Slabber Day, and that means it's time for Only Slabs. And of course, we can't have Only Slabs without that guy from Canada, my brother from another mother and another father. So we're completely unrelated. But damn it, he's got a stylish haircut. Chris, the comic vet, how the hell are you?
It's been a while since I've had that phrase mentioned to me. Maybe like
Having a
once
stylish
in my life.
haircut?
Yeah, maybe once in my life that happened. But yeah, anyways, here we. Yeah, no, thank you. That was
Well, usually I make
great
fun of you for being
introduction.
a shaggy hippie with your quarter of 1/8 of an inch or
Yeah,
micron length hair, but
yeah.
because you
I
let it grow
just,
for
I
a day or two.
just, I just don't like like a straight razor on my head, so I use the clippers. But
Well,
that's just
yeah.
the army in me that likes the clippers, I guess. But yeah,
We have a great show. We got a lot to get through. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest for today, let's bring him up here. Bill from SelectComicsnyc. How are you doing, sir? Welcome to the show.
Doing great, Rob. Thank you. Chris, nice to be on the show with you. Thanks for inviting me.
that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, no, we're happy to have you. We have a lot to get to though today, because it is the first show of the month, and that means we do, in addition to our normal recognition and everything else on OnlySlabs, we have to do our henchman of the month recognition. So
Right
I'm
off
going to
the
jump.
bat,
I'm just going to jump straight
let's go.
into it. Let's
First
go ahead and
giveaway.
add it up right here. So this is our henchman appreciation. All the henchmen, of course, this is channel members. As of this morning, I went through and I updated the list just moments before we went live here with all the current channel members, including removing people whose channel memberships had lapsed. So this is the latest and greatest. Bill, give me a number between 1 and 7 for randomized shuffling this list here.
Let's go with 4.
1,
Marvel
2,
Mystery
3,
4.
4. All right.
Nice, Bill. All right, I like
And
that.
Chris,
Yes.
let's go. Give me a give me a number between 1 and 10 on our delay for spinning.
What episode number is this?
99.
Let's go 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, let's see what we got.
You had a lot of channel members, man.
There were 55. The real James Willie. Congratulations there to the real James Willie. You'll be getting yourself a henchman shirt sent your way. Congratulations to our henchman of the month award.
Close.
Yeah. So yeah. There's, as of this morning, we actually dropped down to 55 members because some people's had gift memberships, whatever, that had lapsed,
That
and
happens.
whatnot. So, but anyways, happy everyone. And as long as we're on that topic, let's go ahead and talk about it real quick, ladies and gentlemen. The channel members here, they make everything possible. 100% of this channel's revenue, including those membership fees, the super chats, merchandise sales, everything, it all goes to benefit the American Cancer Society campaign, Comics Curing Cancer, which, of course, you guys know. If you watch this channel, we're big on Comics Curing Cancer because cancer is the true villain. It affects us all. Thank you to those channel members, the Comic Vet, Nick's Kicks and Comics, Travis Vick, Six Face, Chris at Retro Rocket Comics, Steven C, Actual Dracula, Jack B Comics, Tate Prime, PSN Green Hulkster, Digger Jim 720, Legion of Comics, Blue Hellions Comics, Comic Ozzy, Flo Dameron, Beckerman, DJ Lynx, Remy Q Studios, Comics by the Bay, Sector 2815, Gary B, the Casual Comic Guy, The Real James Willie, Dale of Suspense Comics, The Comic Viking, Circumstances, Collecting with Durs, Chaos in Comics, Shattered Glass Comic Reviews, Comic Journey, Marty Aleko, Justin Birch Cut Letters, Trev the Shipping Guru, Matt268, Comics with Murdoch, Dr. Von Hoots Comics from the Spiral Dimension, Austin LeMay, Norenrad82, Comic Man Andy, Mad Spidey, Cup of Comics, Burke Family 54 Comics, Switch Comics, Ben Parker Comics, Seth 11, Hulk Collector 82, Brian LCS, Izzyverse NYC Comics, A Comic Bookworm, Chuck Hensey, Lone Eagle, L Green Machine, Comicverse, Triple G Comics, Noggin Comics, and Aggressively Relaxing. Thank you all very much for being channel members. If you guys want to be a channel member, you can hit that join button down below there. It's just $2.99 a month. And again, all that revenue goes to Comics Curing Cancer. Also, right now going on special, guys, continue to be, if you go to the fastsacksmerch.com, but instead of going there via the URL, guys, go there by hitting that shopping link here on the channel, on the main page. And then when you're there, if you buy any merchandise and use the code YTShopping25, I'll put that banner up here in a moment. You're going to save 25% off your, oops, that's the wrong one, 25% off your purchase at checkout. That's courtesy of YouTube right now. They're paying that 25%, and still all the proceeds for the swag, your gear, your tumblers, your shirts, whatever, all goes to Comics Curing Cancer. All right, let's say hello to the chat before we get into some books here, because I know Bill's going, my God, Rob, we got to get to some of these books. I got a lot of books here. There, yeah, time is money. Yeah, see, let's cruises. Oh, wait a second, I can't just start naming people. We have a routine.
Romper bumper, stomper boo, tell me do. Magic mirror, tell me today, did all of my friends have fun at play?
Did, and Let's Crucius is here. Hooray! Let's see, Collector 82, how you doing? Hi, Collecting with Durs. I saw him, he was happy like this over in Breakfast with Brian. The man's gonna be drained here before you know it. Trev, the shipping guru, hello to you, sir. G Malo, hello, happy to have you with us. Let's see, Paul, Selector 2815. Let's see here, who else is here? PSN Green Hulkster, hello. Dr. Von Hoot, I was just on with him, long time no see. If you guys missed it, I was on live with him unboxing a little AOK along with some OnlySlabs wins, because we give away books here on this channel.
I got a question though. Like, how long does it take DVH to get into character? I mean, like he's got to, like, for me, it only takes about like 5 seconds to get into this.
It takes a little bit more time.
A little bit. I'm curious though.
And that's why he has to plan things.
I was looking while I was editing.
Yeah. So, let's see, Larry, how you doing? Happy to have you with us here today. People squirting back on each other. Wow, I guess Mad Spidey, our man from Australia here, up and early. He loves the show. Appreciate you there. Watched him, actually, the very kind words he had to say about this show when he was doing his live comic book community award of nominations, which we want to remind everybody, don't forget to go to cbcawards.org and go ahead and make those nominations, because we would love to be back-to-back winners now that we're up in a more challenging category.
Way more. But he was incredibly kind. His introduction to talking about his nomination for the show was, this is the only show where I get up at the crack of dawn. Yeah, and he talked about time zones, and he talked about daylight saving, and so we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you.
Tyler. I
appreciate Tyler too.
Oh, I do. I actually said something nice about him the other day, but I won't admit to it. KBDM, how you doing? Happy to have you with us. Gary B, the casual comic guy, always gentleman to everyone. The king of all nerds, Taylor Winder. Hey, how you doing, sir?
Welcome to the club,
G
TW
Comics, last week's guest. Happy to have you here with us again. I'll be on again with him right after this show for the third stream of the day. Mr. Comics 89. His party's here. He's here. Now the party can start. He's coming up on a future episode not too long from now. Let's see who else we got with us. I say Mrs. Von Hoot. Hello from the evening from the Spiral Dimension. CJ Comic Journey. Where's the fish? Well, we didn't do Wheel of Fish for that. We do that for the other. Hello. How are you? You guys are fabulous, man. Chop and Drop. Phenomenal.
Appreciate you, Chop.
Shop for Comics, absolutely. Man, guys,
hold on. So Shopper's here. So there I was just editing a video, and I happen to pop in Instagram. I don't get push notifications when people message me, so it's basically whenever I log in, that's when I see that I have a message. And Shopper's like, "Hey man, I'm kind of bored, so I decided to do this." So just a heads up, everyone, on Shopper's Instagram. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, he went ahead and did another Comic Vet Shopverse style photo.
Nice.
of by far my favorite Spider-Man storyline. No big secret what that is, and it is
Maximum
phenomenal. It's fun. The image he chose is phenomenal. Like I'm like,
Did he make you Craven the Hunter?
you have to wait and see. It is just incredible. I may say send me a large image. I may put it on a t-shirt. It is phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's a good
Dagger
dude.
cards, how you doing? Actually, I wanted to make a bunch of mine into cards. I've been having problems with that, or got distracted with some other stuff lately, though. Let's see. Kenneth Bird, how you doing? Welcome.
TW, stop that.
Cole's Comics Claims is here. Now he's stealing the AO. Digger Jim, hello. How are you?
I miss you, Jim. I miss you.
Well, I think you won't miss him long. We'll see him in just 2 weeks, 12 days
Oh.
at Heroes Con.
Oh.
I'm scrolling through this here and I'm thinking I'm seeing a lot of the same
You'll see
people.
him.
It's blinking on me. Ken B, how you doing? Ken B is going to be coming up on the show in a few weeks. Phenomenal collection. Holy cow. Blew my mind. Wayne Deacon, how you doing? Thank you for coming on and being a part of the show with us, joining the chat. Appreciate you. Yeah, no, it's not too long ago since I saw you, just in the last live stream. Scrolling fast. Charmaine Deacon. What's this? My dad's wife passed away from cancer earlier this week.
Oh.
Yes, absolutely. 100% agree. We're very sorry for your loss, Cole. Super happy, super thankful though for the very, very generous super chat going to Comics Curing Cancer. Appreciate you very much, sir. Thoughts out to your family. Okay, who did I miss? Now, okay, I think that we got everybody. I apologize if I missed anyone. Definitely want to thank you all so much for coming and joining us. And damn it, ran up 13 minutes already. So let's get to some books because that's what the people want to see. Bill, welcome to the show. Let's go ahead and get your banner flying here. Let's see, you can follow our guests over on Instagram at SelectComicsNYC. Amazing books that you've been posting. I'm just thrilled to have you here with us today.
Rob, thanks again so much. I'm looking forward to sharing some books today. The reason for the show, the things you're trying to do, could not be more supportive. I think all of us have had those experiences in our lives with cancer. So really applaud you and the team for doing this. And I know you're doing many other shows. So hopefully many of you like Golden Age. I'm going to share a few things with you today and try to share a little history. Not try to bore you, but I'm going to start off with one of my favorites. The key to Golden Age, it's a lot of research. It's knowing what's out there. This is Jumbo Comics 69. And
69, dude.
69. And I've owned about 4 or 5 of these over the years. This book has taken off. This has the first work by Matt Baker ever.
Oh, wow.
So it's about a 12-page story. He inked it. I think he also did some of the drawing. And it was so under the radar. I could go to a comic show. I'd flip through the long boxes. Even last year at New York Comic Con, I found the raw book just sitting right there. But these books like this, I think that's what I love about Golden Age. And I collect everything. I don't disparage any age, any book. I probably have I have thousands of books across all different genres, but the Golden Age about 6-7 years ago just caught me. So for those Matt Baker fans, I'm going to keep on that trend. But Jumbo Comics 69, if you see it,
Nice.
Pick it up. It's starting to take off. People are starting to realize what it's worth.
That's awesome. There is something about just the cover, the way the cover art is. It's a different style of art, and it's just not only from because there are practical artists still today doing covers, but just the way that the art was done is something that's just a little bit softer, and it just, I don't know, to me it just always speaks to me. It's just so amazing just to sit there and look at it.
For those driving, be safe.
Yeah.
Cat fan, we see you, man. We see you, Cat.
All right. So
yeah, thank you. Yeah, hopefully you're feeling better. I know you had some issues going on.
So let's jump in, and the key thing with Matt Baker are the covers. He has some amazing covers and artwork. This is one that I posted this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
7 Seas Comics #3. That's the South Seas girl.
Little tentacle action going on.
Little tentacle action. I love the water covers, the octopus. It's a weakness of mine, and I still see some that I've never seen before, and I just have to pick them up. But he's done some more well-known 7 Seas covers. There are some that are just, I think I missed my chance to pick some of those up. But the Matt Baker covers, amazing. He was probably the first African American to be renowned, to have an impact within comics, and it's just great to see the history and someone back in the 40s and 50s doing things and putting together the artwork like this. So 7 Seas Comics #3.
Now, you, when it comes to the water comics stuff, are you more of the octopus squid guy or a shark cover guy?
As long as it's underwater, I probably like the octopus more.
Okay.
Kind of those weird things about all of us, but the sharks jump out too. Some of those shark covers.
Yeah, I know the shark covers are a big thing. I'm
Yeah.
learning. It's like, oh, okay,
yeah. There's some great Captain America, just a lot of great, but just the tones, as you said earlier, something about those covers from the 50s. They just, it's hard to replicate today.
Yeah.
Okay, more Matt Baker. So hope there are some Matt Baker fans out there. And I've been posting Bakers this week on my site.
Oh.
Phantom Lady 18. This, when you just say Golden Age, this book hits me. It just jumps out at you. There are so many great covers in the Phantom Lady run from 13 on up. But this is the one I was so happy to get a copy of it. The nice thing about Instagram is your friends, the people you connect with, know what you like, and they send you those DM messages and say, hey, I just tracked this down, and I'll share one later today that I've never posted before. I've been looking for 4 or 5 years that just came in yesterday. But this was another product of someone reaching out to me and saying, Bill, I thought you might be interested in this. So
yeah, I get that a lot. I get tagged in a lot of books, or people message me stuff on things. They go, hey, I know that you might be interested in this. And I'm always, of course, sometimes it's stuff that I really, really do want, but it's always at the wrong time. So,
yeah,
this is true.
Well, and that's when those pop-up sales happen.
Right. But I love that people do, because you can't see everything. And sometimes it is a great deal. Because I have picked up a few things where they've been phenomenal deals that I never would have had a chance to pick up, especially my man, Mad Spidey, sending me stuff off of the Australian Facebook message boards.
Yeah. And that's the nice thing about the community that I think has just enhanced the hobby tremendously. So I'm going to I have couple more Matt Bakers to share. Yeah. This is one of my favorites, and I have a higher graded copy, but this one, and I'll share why, is special. So this is Diary Secret 16, and it's just an amazing cover. And I'll see if I can get it where you can see. You see?
Oh, it's signed.
You see the Ruth Mintz. It's not a Baker sign. I'd love to have a Baker sign book, but you can see the Ruth Mintz.
Yeah.
The reason why this is a special book is, I buy the Golden Age collections to actually read the books.
Right.
So Grandeland came up with, and they collect these. And if you take a look at the cover to the collected Matt,
wow,
that's the issue. So I did my first claim sale, with Elite Comics about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. I was trying to explain why this book was special, and I really didn't do a good job. But that's why it's just kind of cool to have that book.
Yeah, they have the one that's pictured on the. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And so now on that one, because it's CBCS, does it just say? Because I know it's not. It's not a verified anything on there. So does it just say a name on there, or?
Yeah. It's just that she signed her name on it. So the person who had the book wrote down her name. So I would, if I ever come across a Matt Baker signed book, I don't even know how many are out there or if there are many, but those are the things that are just, you can get the Stan Lee autographs. You can get a lot of the current, like the Schomburgs, the Bakers, the Montanas are just, those are.
Yeah. Well, and they wouldn't sign covers most of the time. So either too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And that was Kirby. Kirby, most of his are on the inside first page.
Yeah.
So,
cool.
The final book I'm sharing, it's one that I
for the Matt Baker guys, not the last book of the show. Don't worry.
From Matt Baker. I'm not sharing my favorite today. If you have me back, if everyone likes the show, but this is the one when people talk about Baker. This is the book, and this is the Cinderella Love.
Yes.
25.
Yes.
And this is one of those. It was up for auction this year. By no means thought that I would get it. Put in a bid, expecting to be outbid and outbid and outbid, and it stuck. And so now, just so happy to have this book. This is the Matt Baker.
Nice. Bill, you just said that you picked it up off the Bay. Now, did it come graded, or did you send it off yourself?
So this one was on auction on Heritage Auction.
Oh, Heritage, pardon me.
Yeah, and it was already graded. So eBay, I think like all of us, we have some good eBay stories of ungraded books.
Yeah.
And we have those horror stories where that 4.0 is a 1.8 with lots of glue.
Yeah.
So,
so we got a question from the chat. Jim is asking, what year is the Cinderella?
The Cinderella, this one is from 1954, December of 54.
Nice.
54.
So, and if we still have time and I have a few books stashed away, I'll show my favorite, which is from a year earlier. And that one, there's about 28 graded copies, I think. My favorite is Teenage Romances 45, where there's maybe 8 graded universal copies. So
I don't know about you, but my worst luck has been with Golden Age raw books ordered off of eBay, is that every single person who has them must not be actual collectors, because they always get shipped to me in envelopes.
Yeah. I've been lucky on 2 key books. One was a Wonder Woman 7. I took a wild shot and it turned out great. But the stories of the shipping and cardboard and a vanilla envelope with not much support, and then you get it and it's, you see, like I'm not an expert at finding restoration, but you see it's just loaded with glue and tape.
Right. Yeah.
So, but there are those gems out there.
Yeah.
And then once again, if you want to know about Golden Age, there are great books out there. This is the Matt Baker, The Art of Glamour. So you don't have to buy the books. These books behind me, these are not the actual books. I wouldn't have them on a spinner rack. There are many ways to read Golden Age books online, reprints, omnibus books. So the stories from the Silver Age are still my favorite. It's the covers of the Golden Age, but there are some great stories as well.
Yeah,
so
100% agree. Yeah, I love some of the big poster art and stuff, size art that you have behind you as well too.
Yeah, these are scans of actual books that I have.
Oh, okay.
So otherwise I probably wouldn't pass the copyright law.
Right.
So I was able to get away with it.
Scan and print for personal use.
So I'm going to jump in, switch off from Baker.
Yeah.
And those who know me know that I'm a huge Archie fan.
Okay.
Archie's, RS Colliers is his eBay, Instagram handle. Andrew got me into it. And one of my favorites is Archie Annual 4.
Hello, nurse.
Love it.
So I don't buy a lot of high grade books, but this was another one of those. Someone reached out to me and made me a very good offer on it. But this cover has been replicated over and over and over. This is the Bob Montana. It's the original, and I didn't even know it was the original. This was the first Archie cover I had that on it. It's a Life with Archie 2.
Oh.
So this is the Harry Lucci, kind of reprint of it, which of the two, I love Montana. I like this one a little better. And technically this is Silver Age. It's 1959.
Right.
But this is a book that I was fortunate, 4 or 5 years ago, you could get them for $20, $30. And now that's just not the case.
Finally, the respect for Archie is here now.
Yeah, I couldn't believe I've been
Especially
to some local cons lately, and I've been watching people going up and you have any Archies? Where's your Archies? Where's your Archies? Where's your Archies? And I'm like, I hear it more and more now. It's all, I don't know, either I'm becoming more attuned to it, or it's just like really, really becoming a big deal now. People are trying to grab them up before they really start getting really out of hand.
Well, and I think this is where it's something to help Marvel with all the movies, but the Riverdale show, and as Instagram and the art that's out there, Bob Montana, Harry Lucci, Bill Vigoda, they're just incredible artists. And I think that's what kind of captures people. There's a certain innocence to the Archie books and that love triangle with Betty and Veronica. And you have your Betty fans, your Veronica fans, and
it's just Americana.
Yeah. And then, I was talking to Rob before the show started, and I said I do collect everything. So I had to pick this one up. So this is the beauty of Instagram. Nonstop Spider-Man 1, Black Cat, Mary Jane, Spider-Man, an ode to Montana and Lucci. So this was a nice eBay purchase that I would never have seen if it wasn't for Instagram. So I buy everything. I love the homage.
Mary Jane in that one is a little on the anorexic side.
She is.
Big head, small body.
She's
They try to squeeze her in.
Just got her in.
That's a great homage.
So, and then this is the one. There are a few books I can say will always be a part of my collection, and unless I have the opportunity to upgrade. I think when people think of Archie, this is the cover.
Oh yeah, one of those headlight covers. Yeah.
So Archie 50.
Those are nice slippers she's wearing there, everyone.
Very nice slippers.
Yes.
Her hair's done very well. And it's just, these are the types of things with the Golden Age books. This is, I think, the cover most people think of next to Archie 1 or Pep Comics 22 or those different issues that stand out.
Yeah, that one for me. That one, the first Archie's first appearance in Pep, and the Creature from the Black Lagoon. That they're just iconic.
Yeah, the Black Lagoon. I don't have any. They're just like they get snatched up.
Yeah,
like that. So great books. And then one more Archie, and this is where this one's from 1958. And it's just each title, you have your Pep, you have your Laugh, you have your Archie, and the Pep books in the 120s are just phenomenal. It's the Archie falling in the ice, Veronica skating with a
one hell of a short skirt,
not so long skirt.
Yeah.
And
funny, I was looking at the barren tree in the background. Okay,
we're reading the Danger Thin Ice side. But
I don't know. Maybe that's how they do. Maybe that's how they do it in Canada. They're just
it's just the way all the women skate around here. It's just like that. So you're just kind of used to
skirts that just barely cover your cheek when you're standing straight up.
Well, and everyone in Canada is in great shape from the skating. And,
this is true.
Holy cow!
So I'm going to jump into a couple different ones, and this will be a good segue. As I said, this will be Love and War, episode 1. We might make it to episode 2. But
Sorry, we're communicating to each other.
Yeah.
one of my all-time favorite artists is Alex Schomburg. And
Oh,
Here we go.
please.
it's just amazing when you get I love history, and I never realized until last year his name was Alejandro. He was born in Puerto Rico.
Yep.
He moved to the U.S. to New York, and he's just an amazing artist. He did everything. So from his Good Girl art, this is what
Oh my.
some liken this to a Katy Perry photo.
Oh,
Wow.
But this is, as you can see, he would sign these. You almost always saw his name. So you see the Schomburg
yeah.
in the bottom right. But these are the books that I just don't see myself ever parting.
No.
So this is Wonder Comics 13.
There's some great Wonder Comics covers that he did. I mean, well, there's a lot of great covers that he did on the Starling Comics and Wonder Comics with some of those with a Good Girl and the bondage art. I mean, he did a lot of girls tied up in his day, almost as many as probably he did with Hitler getting punched.
I think that was how you got into comics. They would ask you, can you tie girls or can you draw girls tied up? And if you could, you're in.
Right. just about. Either that or can you draw a Nazi getting punched?
Yes. And you'll get to see a lot of those coming up. And then and then you have the Wonder and you have the Starling series.
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
So this is Starling 50, and you can see. And when I first started collecting, he uses the name Xela, Xela, which is his first name backwards, as a pseudonym, pen name, and he started doing this on a lot of the Good Girl comics. I've been trying to find out why, because a lot of them had his earlier name. But if someone out there knows, send me a DM. I'd love to see if there's a reason why he switched to Xela. But the Starling comics are just as sharp as the Wonder comics.
That's a beautiful copy.
So it's
Bill, before you put that down, hold on. Bill, I'm curious now. When it comes to guests being on the show and bringing Golden Age books like yourself, now this is, I got him at one of the weaker points in my comic knowledge. But can you read me what's on the right side of that blue label there?
So on the right side, it says, let me see, the lighting. It says Art Staff Illustration and Airbrushed Cover.
Oh, okay.
So these are he was doing more of the airbrushed, the painted comics for the Good Girl, and so sometimes they'll have the first appearances. They'll talk about sometimes on the left or the right who the cover artist is, and so this talks a little bit about who did the illustrations inside, and then on the left is where it says Alex Schomburg cover.
Yep.
Yeah. This is a book. So this is. For anyone tracking at home, this is, of course, one book above the grail of my Starling comics of what I want, right? But
so is your grail the 49?
Yeah. That's my grail of all grail books I'd love to own someday. I have 47.
Well, the 47, the bondage, he's tied up.
Yeah, 50. I almost picked one up not too long ago. There was one at a show, but it was a green label, and I just couldn't pull myself to buy a green label. But just so you guys have an idea, I mean, this is a book that, so again, Golden Age books, pricing on it's always kind of hard because they don't move and transact at the regularity of modern books. But like this book in this grade, the last sale, to give you an idea, was in 2021. So at least logged from the major auctions went on, and that was $900 in 2021. In 2023, we just recently had an 8.0 sell for $2,600. So he figured probably a 5.0 on this. This is probably about a $1,400 book at least today if it were to be up for auction. It's a phenomenal book.
Yeah, and I mean, Rob, that's a great point. That if you're getting into Golden Age, it's a 4.5 could sell for $1,000. The next week, a 5.0 sells for $800.
Yeah.
And there's a smaller number of buyers, of sellers, and there's kind of that art you're trying to extrapolate. And as both the buyer and seller, I'm trying to give a fair price, but I'm also, it's like, to your point, you may have 2 sales in the past 3 years or no sales.
Yep.
I
And
just sold a.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say I just sold a book. It had never sold before, and
Yeah.
there were only 3 copies, and so I just sent it to Heritage, and it sold like double what I thought it would. So that's where I think auction at that point in time gives you, this is the price of the book today, but tomorrow it could be higher or lower. So it's variable.
Yeah, and it always depends on also, this is where we get into, especially because there's so many golden age books where we're looking in those where a lot of people are buying in the 3s to the 6s range, right? There's a lot of books there. Those are considered good, solid grades when you're talking about books that are 80 years old. And when you're looking at those, there's times where a 3 will sell for more than a 5, and it has to do with why is it got that grade and how does it present anywhere else, because a lot of times these are being bought as cover art. Is really a big driver on a lot of these golden age sales, and it's how well does that cover art present, even though the book might have a lower grade than when it has a higher grade where the art doesn't present as well. It really comes into play on these.
No, that's so true. Buy the book, not the grade. And
Yep.
the back cover can be mangled and torn apart, but if that front cover is tight, it'll sell.
Yep, exactly. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that one. I love Startling Comics, and I love Schomburg.
So I have one more, and then
Yep.
I think that would
Then
be
we'll
a
do our
good
giveaway.
transition time for you.
Perfect.
So this is kind of a nice transition from the Good Girl art moving into some of those hero covers. It's another Schomburg. It's the only pedigree book that I have. This is from the Promise collection, and the Promise collection for pedigrees, there's really 3 key things. One, the entire collection had to be purchased by an individual collector or maybe brothers at the comic store. 1960s or earlier. So the age comes into play. And then it's the fact that these books are off the charts, high grade. You'll see books from the 40s at a 9.2 or a 9.4 in the pedigree collection. And the Promise collection really spoke to me because I have an older brother, and this is a story about one brother who promised another to take care of his collection if anything happened to him in the Korean War. He collected all these books in the 40s and 50s, and he was killed in the Korean War. So it kind of, it really spoke to me. And the book that I ended up getting from the collection is a Schomburg.
Oh, yeah, Fighting
Yank. The book I've wanted for a long time. It's a Fighting Yank. You can see the pedigree label.
Yeah.
CGC does an incredible job with highlighting the books. And it's just one of those covers from Schomburg. It starts to work in. That's the Patriot. Oh, no, wait. That's Fighting Yank. That's the title of the book. And the lady sleepwalking. And it's a 7.0. They had books at 9.4, 9.6, like all winter books. And so this is a special book for me. And, Fighting Yank number 25, I've always wanted it and just couldn't pass it up. So I think it's a good kind of transition. I can move these aside and let you do your thing and get
well, the nice thing is I want to highlight too for guys, if you guys like some of this golden age art and you like Schomburg, you listen to me talk about Schomburg a lot. So when it comes to Schomburg covers will typically cost a fair amount, but there are some values that can be had out there. Fighting Yank is one of those titles where there's a lot of value and some really great covers on Fighting Yank that exist out there. For whatever reason, it's just not a super popular title that people get. Of course, the other being I think it's True Comics or something. He did a lot of covers for True Comics, which are inexpensive. But the Fighting Yank, I've picked up a couple. They're just I love them, and it's pure Schomburg goodness. So awesome.
Yeah, there are a lot of great ways to get the artist work without always having to get the Marvel mysteries and the books that take your time, build your collection the right way. And, Rob, it's great to share those different options out there.
Yeah. It's actually funny is I actually took a Fighting Yank with me. I'm a member of the Sons of the American Revolution, and we do a little in our meetings. We do a little show and tell sometimes. And I brought a copy in with me to show because we talked about the character, his his whole thing is that he's an ancestor, a descendant of a patriot who fought in the American War, Revolutionary War, and he gets the ghost of his great 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 grandfather talks to him and leads him to this cloak that gives him these powers and stuff that he will. It's kind of weird how he gets the powers, but it's all ties into patriot to a descendant, and so it kind of tied into the whole thing. Just a weird footnote. But let's do our first giveaway, guys. Give me the gold. Hashtag give me the gold. Just as you see it there, we got the box of books. We'll be giving away. At least we'll do our first pull. At least six.
Rob.
Yep. No, at least 6 books. Maybe some slabs like we saw earlier today. If you saw Dr. Von Hoot's stream earlier, if not, you can watch the rewind. He unboxed his wife's wins. Mrs. Von Hoot's wins from OnlySlabs, including a beautiful flash slab, as well as some other goodies that I sent their way. Bill, you got any other shows coming up down the line or that you want to promote, or?
Nothing coming up right now. I'll probably I have a number of books that being graded right now. So probably for those who are connected to me, if you like Golden Age, whether I do it through Elite Comics or whether I do it on my own, sometimes I'll do both. I'll probably be selling a few cool books down the road that I can't wait to get back. Maybe I could share them. Share a few with you first, but that's about the only thing. I'm kind of getting ready for summer with the kids, so not a lot on the docket right now.
Mad Spidey says he'll probably win because he's I literally yesterday I shipped you your box, Mad Spidey. That's what I figured too. It'll probably happen because the it doesn't matter. Anyways, all right, cool. Hey, Chris, how about you? What's coming up for you on the Comic Vet channel? I hear you're doing a special series.
So yeah, I decided I got an opportunity to pick up some DC packs recently from Walmart, and I decided to, for the month of June, open one DC pack every single day for the month of June. I thought it was a great idea. Now that I'm 3 days in, I think I bit off more than I can chew. Because it may be a 3 or 4 minute long video, but my God, the editing takes. Anyways, everyone, please.
You need to do the one.
Please,
you need to do a series of one
the
takes.
damn like button, whether you watch it or not, because make me feel like what I'm doing is worth it. But no, all joking aside, I have so much fun opening these Walmart packs, whether they're Marvel or DC. But because I stepped into a few DC packs, I decided to save them all up and open them for a special month. And since June is here and the weather's changed and everyone seems to be in a much better mood, I thought I would call these DC Days, where I open one pack of these tremendous fun packs per day. So on top of all my normal regular stuff, Too Cool Guys, show us what you got, mystery boxes here and there, please check these out. And I would appreciate it. Now, Rob, what about you?
As always, below Chris's link. If not already subscribed for some strange reason, check them out. I'll talk about my stuff later. I want to get onto this. Let's get this going here, kids. While I'm wrapping up what I'm saying here, if you haven't entered, hit hashtag give me the gold. Remember, we ship internationally. We doing our stuff. We got 34 out of 42, 41, 3, 2, 1. Wheel of fish. And our winner.
That was for you, Comic Journey. That was for you.
There you go. Our first set of pulls, collecting with Durs. Congratulations, sir. Good luck to you. Let's see what we get.
Congratulations, Adam.
All right, so Bill, you're going to be pulling books for Durs rather. We need you to do is give me a number between 1 and 10, either from the front or from the back,
all front to back,
or we can just do back to front. And you stop my finger, and that's where we pull from.
All right. Let's go 8 from the back.
8 from the back.
All right.
2, 3,
so
4,
everyone,
5,
Adam is a big,
6, 7,
probably
8.
the biggest Spawn fan that I know. So let's
Spawn
see if
and Venom. Yeah, he's a big
let's
Spawn
see if we can
Venom
get him some symbiote stuff or some Spawn
All right.
stuff.
We got 5 more to pull.
Okay. Let's go with number 1.
First book. Got it. All right.
Number 5.
Okay. 3 more.
3 from the back.
Okay.
And
we just do a
Let's do stop.
stop? Okay, for the book that's in front of my finger, behind my finger, or both?
Whichever one you're showing.
I'm
Right
not
there.
sure.
Behind.
The one that's from behind? Okay.
Yeah.
Then we got one more to pull.
And let's do that. Let's do that again. Stop.
Okay, the book that's in front or behind my finger?
Behind.
Behind, all right. All right. Let's move that off to the side. Durs. Let's see what we got here for you. How about this would be a facsimile edition of Strange Tales featuring Warlock.
Great.
Of course, each book coming with 2 Pokemon cards, courtesy of Shatterglass Comics Review. Oh. So, how about this is an incentive variant. It's polybagged inside of here because it's Justice League number 42. So
Look
you'll
at that
want-
foil.
It's shiny even through the double poly bags. So there you go.
Wow.
Congratulations. No, oh my goodness, more foily goodness. How about I think this is Detective Comics 1000, I think.
It should be square bound if it is.
No, it's Batman 125.
Okay.
But you got Batman surrounded by all the bat ladies and cat ladies and all the various ladies
And Harley.
of Gotham. How about see here, the New Avengers?
That's nice too. Classic Luke Cage.
Yeah. Another facsimile. Bang.
Oh my.
Banger.
That's got some secondary value. Like I pulled that out of a couple Walmart packs. That's like 15 to 20
Nice book.
bucks. Yeah.
Oh, here's another last one. How about Hawk and Dove Annual number 1?
Very nice.
That's it. Checkerboard
Classic logo.
cover, all those
Yep.
covers all around. Awesome. All right, there you go, Durs. Those books coming your way. Congratulations to you, sir. All right. Yeah. Click with Durs is one of the better. I'm rich.
I'm rich, bitch.
All right. Bill, let's get back into some more books.
Okay. So we're jumping into the war portion, and this is a book that I learned about earlier this year, and I was so fortunate to track it down. This is Top Notch Comics number 2, and the key thing in this one is you look on the plane on the wing. Oh, wrong finger. Up higher. It's the first comic that ever had the swastika on it. This is
Wow.
from January of 1940. It's a 6.5, but it has restoration and other things. That's what put it in my price range. And it's just one of those books that I wanted to have in my collection.
Bill, can you put that back up again? That is just awesome. And that mustache is just top notch.
Yeah.
Hello? Anyone? Never mind. Okay, that is. But what's on the back of that book?
The back
If it's
is the
that far.
combination typewriter desk, I think.
Yeah, I've been looking to get myself a beautiful desk for about $1.
It's only $1.
That's all right.
$1.
If Rob, you're muted, by the way, man.
Yeah, sometimes for the old books, the ads are the key thing. It's
Yeah,
like
that's-
the
every so often on the show, we like to flip the book around just to take a look at the back and wonder if it's going to be like a Charles Atlas or a
Golden
rifle.
Age is it a Daisy rifle?
Yeah.
Or is it
Daisy Ri-
Baby Ruth, rich and dexterous?
Yeah, that's,
the
That's-
very
that's
next
why I like
book
to
has a
describe my
Daisy
nails.
rifle, so I'll have to
There
show
you
that to you. But before I do that, I did share with Rob. I'm going to cheat a little, but this was the book.
oh,
So I don't have it graded. It's a Marvel Comics 4. That's why I said Marvel Mystery 4 earlier. This is the second swastika on a cover, and it's also the first Nazi flag. So I just in reading and going through the history, it's the first Submariner cover. Just knowing I mean, these artists were putting themselves on the line. They were getting death threats. They, all types of things for them to go and do this before the U.S. had even entered the war. Just like that's part of what pulled me into these books.
I have that in a flashback, but man, that's a
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's the flashback there.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you throw that back up again, Bill? Let's just give this book just a little bit more respect. Yeah,
It's an
incredible.
amazing cover, amazing,
Incredible.
and the stories inside. For those who are connected to me, I took some photos of the inside pages. Just an amazing Submariner story, and if you ever, I do have it as a private account. I bring people in who know other people. I try to keep it to people I know, but it's gotten to over 800 people as a private account. But if you like what you see, you want to join, just send me that request, and I've got about 200 and some to dig through this weekend. So this one, I guess we'll start with the back. You have your Daisy rifle. But the book I'm going to show is one of my favorites as well. This is a Joe Simon cover, and it's Captain America 2.
Oh,
And as you see, I'm someone, I don't mind the 0.5s. I don't mind the missing pages. It's all about Bucky's tied up on the cover. Cap's going after Hitler. It's the first round shield as well. So most of you have seen Captain America 1, the true shield that he used in the movie, and then he transitioned to the adamantium.
The vibranium, yeah.
That's right, vibranium. I'm stuck on adamantium.
Sorry,
that was a little bit more of a Canadian thing, but yeah.
But this is one. Every time I post it, people are asking for it. But this,
show that up again, because I noticed something on that one too. It's a little bit different than what you're used to seeing. It's a red, white, and blue shield.
Yes,
with the blue outer ring.
Yeah, the white is there.
Yep. Yeah. So the different color scheme as well.
Because the regular shield, you don't have that blue outer ring.
And then, like you notice,
modern shield, anyways.
Like the subtlety, it's them planning to attack the U.S. and all those interesting things. But Kirby, Simon, Schomburg, just amazing artists, putting themselves out there during a difficult time.
Yeah, awesome.
And then jumping back to Schomburg, this is my favorite all-winners comic.
Oh, sweet Jiminy Christmas.
All Winners 8.
Oh, God, Peter, hit me.
Yeah.
Ow!
I feel like smacking her too. My goodness, that is just an wow.
I've been looking for this book for the longest time, and that's another attraction for those who buy Golden Age. It's that, trying to find it, and it just popped up one day. I was on my comic shop, I was going through the new, and it was sitting right there. I bought it in a heartbeat, and it was sometimes you get lucky.
I've never seen that before. Bill, can you hold it up one more time? Wow.
And they're over Europe.
Cap with a bomb. We got Submariner with a Tommy gun.
And it's always interesting.
Toro leading the way. Very cool.
Yeah. When you read the modern Captain America, I remember growing up reading comics in the 70s and 80s and 90s, and there was that issue where he fires a gun.
Right.
That's all he did in the 40s. He had the gun, him and Bucky, they're out there like they were in the army. So it's interesting, that series when he had to shoot the assassins. I forget the name of it, but but he had to shoot them to stop them from blowing up. I think the Statue of Liberty or something like that. Yep, it's Toro as well.
Yes.
So you got Toro, you got
Toro
the
leading the
way.
Yeah.
Submariner, Bucky, and Cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's how I like to drive my Jeep. I know that.
It's always
airborne and fast.
And it's always like Robin and Bucky driving the vehicles. Like you see the Batman ones, and Robin's driving the Batmobile. I think that's issue 20 or whatever. But they're good times in the Golden Age. Kids driving cars.
I've never seen that before in my life. Great cover.
And this is another Schomburg. I think it's the first Schomburg that I ever owned. I bought it raw on eBay, and this is a good story. This is all Select 4. I'd always wanted a Captain America on the motorcycle. He's just driving right over people. Bucky's
Can you tilt
Bucky's
it back
got
just a little bit? Can you tilt
that
tilt
better?
the angle? No, tilt the angle back just slightly.
Yep, right there. Yep.
I think that's a little better, right?
There you go. Yeah, thank you.
See, he's got that same shield there, Rob.
Yeah, no, the modern shield though he doesn't have.
No, I mean, he's got the white ring shield there. Yeah, there's a lot going on in that cover.
And that's like the Schomburg, like in the All Winners,
Yeah.
you can see him writing the giant bomb, putting all those things.
Yeah, Schomburg he's either got some very basic covers, or he's got, when he gets to the war covers, a lot of times they're very, very busy. There's so much stuff going on there. You can literally spend 20 minutes discovering a new thing on the cover everywhere you look. The detail is crazy.
He didn't hide his allegiance, that's for sure.
He did not, and he is just an amazing person. I think his father was German as well, and his mother was from Puerto Rico. So it's just an amazing story with him.
What year is that release then?
This was 1944, summer of 44. So they did these on a quarterly basis.
Yes.
So summer of 44. So the All Winners came out earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see a long run, and these up to about the All Selects start to get into non-war books a little later on. But just amazing work. Between him and Kirby, and Stan Lee said this, they would do the most complex works. They were working on multiple books at a time, and they never missed a deadline. Like the great ones could just play. They could just do it.
Yeah. You talk about bottom tier collector, getting to know more about Schomburg. Absolutely, definitely take a look. I'll tell you, I've said it once, I've said it a dozen times. Nerdy Girl when she was on, she echoed the statement. One of the most underrated and easiest and most affordable books that you can get. You want to get yourself a Schomburg book, is actually his last comic book cover that he did, which is Invaders King Size Annual #1. You get all those. You get the classic Invaders team there. You get Cap punching a Nazi.
Yep.
You get all the great stuff from a 1970s era book, and it's his last comic book.
It's such a great, because he had stepped away from comics, and he was doing the science fiction covers and all. If you want some Schomburg stuff, dig into the graphic novels. He did a number of science fiction covers. I have a few ungraded, but the Invaders, I think it's Invaders Annual 1, or is it the first Invaders?
King Size Annual 1.
King Size Annual 1.
Yeah.
And that's a great book to pick up if you want to start.
Very underrated. You can get them raw in a very fine plus condition for about $25 to $35 half the time.
Yeah. And that's a great series. Like I grew up, and that was one of my favorite series, not knowing that these books existed from the 40s and 50s. I just thought it was a cool idea.
I got like 3 issues left on that Invaders run to finish up my run on that. That's just a fun run.
And if you want to, this is a good book to get. Like you can get these on Amazon, but they have a lot of the covers and the different things in it. Like if you really want to just dig in, you can find the Schomburg. Like you just open any page and you're going to be bombarded with war covers and all that. So there are great books out there that you can get that are affordable, and that's where I started. I started with the Gerber 1 and 2, and I would just flip through it.
Yeah, awesome.
So let's do. I think this might be I have a few more timely. This one is my favorite Submariner cover. So this is issue 32.
Yes.
It's amazing how big he got in some of these issues as he's destroying, I think, New York City. And this is, I think, an Everett cover.
Okay.
From 1949.
Oh my goodness.
There are later issues of the Submariner comics. They came out in the 50s, so you'll notice that there was a kind of a communist bent to them. They're different types, so they stopped at 32. They restarted in the 50s, and I think they went up to like maybe 36 or something like that. But this was the last timely Submariner book, and it's just classic Everett. Like if you're looking at artists, Everett is second to no one either. Bill Everett was an amazing artist.
So, Bill, what's it say on the right side of that particular label then? If that's the last timely Submariner, is that what references there?
It says it's the origin of the Submariner.
Yes.
So they go through his origin again. It's a Dorma appearance, and it says the last timely issue.
Incredible.
Let's see if it's get it up there.
Another first for OnlySlabs, the final timely before they made the switch.
Yeah.
And then Bill Everett, story, cover, art. So I'm gonna share a book I've been looking for 4 or 5 years, and Yaniv, some of you may know, Stray Flexin on Instagram, saw that I posted a few Wonder Comics, and he also knew that I've been looking for Wonder Comics 1. So yesterday, this arrived in the mail. Thank you for the nice post. This is Wonder Comics 1. Hitler and Hirohito tied up in the back.
That's not much propaganda there at all.
I'm sorry. Hold on a second.
Yeah! Yeah!
Trying to get the angle for you.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
is
it's always fun.
Is there any more disrespect? Not only putting a flag on the ground, but walking on it? That's
Tearing it up, shooting it up.
holy cow. That
This
is an
is-
incredible cover. Propaganda
it's-
through and through.
Yeah, it's toward the end of the war. It's
Yeah.
in the 44, and this is another one of those Wonder Comics from Schomburg. I mean, it's clearly a Schomburg cover.
Yeah.
And this is a book that I'm just been looking for a long time. I think there's probably 20 some graded copies, but people just don't want to sell them. So,
And rightfully so.
and it's interesting, like this back cover I'd never seen before. It's about a letter to a POW and the things that were going on, and the history of the Golden Age. It's like this was a real time. Like the fact that any of these survived, they were doing paper drives. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
All right. So this isn't a Golden Age, but I think many of you have probably seen this.
We'll forgive you.
I've seen this
Yes.
from, I think, 1986. But the start of Mouse was in 1972.
Oh.
There was a strip in Funny Aminals in 1972. And it was a 3-page scene. And I've really become enamored of trying to track down the early works. And I found out that this was the first appearance comic strip of Mouse in 1972. And then they published inside, there was a magazine called Wow. Wow number 2 had this insert attached inside the magazine. And this is the first in a series of, I think, 7 that later led toward that collected series. So to see how it all comes together, I thought that would be pretty cool to share today.
No, that's an interesting to see how the stuff all kind of comes together.
So with that Funny Aminals, is that geared towards adults? Because it kind of has like a Fritz the Cat flavor to the front of it there.
I'm guessing it is.
Yeah, because that should not be for children. Like I said, it's got a little bit of a Fritz the Cat flavor there. Yeah.
And then the back cover.
Yep, like I said.
Kind of that psychedelic 70s that we made it out of. Still intact.
That was one hell of a chick on the cover.
Yeah. Well done, Rob. Well done.
So I'm going to jump into another one of my all-time favorites. This is Right Time, Right Place. Every morning I'm going through, looking at new postings. This is the first Namora.
Oh, wow.
Marvel Mystery 82. I wish the Black Panther 2 movie had done it justice, bringing in the Atlanteans. I wish they'd have kept more of the heritage and history from here, but I know what they were trying to do. But just an incredible cover. First Namora. Marvel Mystery 82. These rarely go on sale.
It's a classic cover.
This one's not going to be for sale anytime soon.
What's the year for that?
This is 1947, and
Wow,
it's a Bob Powell cover. So a lot of great artists in the Golden Age.
that is phenomenal.
And
Phenomenal.
keeping, as those who know me know, I love the Namora books. This is Namora 2.
Hello, nurse.
One guy, they're out there
5.0.
welding their submarine. One a little loose with the blowtorch. And,
Wow.
and you can't ask for more Daisy Rifle ad on the back.
What's great about this is now he has bookmarked my timely comic because I have the second appearance of Namora, but he's bookmarked it or bookended it rather.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the Namora 1?
No. The
the Submariner.
Yeah, so Submariner 23.
Or 26 or something? Oh, no, 25?
23.
23. Oh,
Yeah,
that's a good copy too.
That was a book that actually that was one of the ones where my buddy Mad Spidey in Australia found it on an Australian message board for a price that he's like, oh, does this even sound right? And it seemed that's a price that is like too good to be true. And he did some research, found out it was a legit seller, and so I couldn't wire him the money fast enough. And it's now at CGC again. It was already graded as a 5.0, but it had some foxing and some mold.
Yeah.
And so it was sent to actually what's scrolling down below, the Rogue Trader in Utah, who's document preservationist as well as a presser, and we're doing mold remediation on the book for several months, and now it's gone back off to CGC. We're anxious to see what it is when it comes back. I mean, even if it takes a little bit of a grade hit, I'll be fine with that because it's not going to be growing and rotting inside the case.
Yeah.
Because it was an old case, and
Okay.
so
yeah, it's amazing what I mean, they're artists that work on the books and just make them the way we want them to be. I hope it comes back wonderful for you.
yeah, awesome.
All right, so I'll try to get a few more in.
Yep.
Air Fighters Comics Volume 2, Number 7.
Valkyrie
This is the
back.
Valkyrie. So this cover is actually the inside pages of Volume 2, Issue 2, which is the first appearance of the Valkyrie. And then it's just an incredible war cover. And this one's from 1944, April 44.
Oh my.
So, and then I have two more, and then we can stop.
Beautiful.
So I'm just going to go to just a cover I love.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Rangers Comics 26.
Gorgeous.
Joe Doolin. Amazing artwork. This one, I think I picked it up on Shortboxed.
Okay.
Yeah. They just had a great deal.
We've heard of it.
And they have a nice app where you can make offers. So another book I've been tracking down for a while.
Torpedoes on that one. A pair of torpedoes on that boat.
Pair
on that.
of torpedoes on those planes.
No, it wasn't on the planes.
And then my last book, kind of veering away from the war. This is a nice book. It's one of the books that that my wife actually bought for me when I found it, and it's just one of my favorite Superman covers of all time. Superman 57.
In a 7.5.
Smoke if you got 'em.
Lots of love for the Man of Steel on this channel.
So I do love DC books and just didn't have a lot today. So I wanted to work one in. All-time favorite. Once again, I don't have a ton of high grade. This is one of my higher grade Golden Age. And Rob.
Yeah, Daisy Rifles. There you go. Yep.
Daisy Rifle.
I love there's so many of those these classic Superman that have this yellow background. I've seen there's a lot of them, and they make the things pop so well, but it's not a color you see a lot used today as a background. I mean, you see it occasionally, but not frequently.
Yeah, I think more modern artists could use it, and just those books would. Yeah, I've seen a few Vision books with the yellow covers, and it's just amazing.
And I've seen, and there's a couple David Nakayama recently where he's been using solid colors on some of the good X-Men stuff. But I mean, it's
Yellow's perfect background, but no, I mean, I really appreciate you having me join today. I love talking comics, sharing books, and
our pleasure.
if you want me to come back, let me know.
Absolutely, we'll love to have you back on again. We can talk after the show about that. Ladies and gentlemen, whew, I hope you enjoyed this as much. I always love these trips down some of these old books, and it's absolutely fabulous. We do want to give away and give you a chance to get some more. So here another giveaway. So, ladies and gentlemen, hashtag cancer sucks. Is it does, and everything goes to this channel goes to Comics Cure Cancer. Big thanks, and of course, thought out there for Cole and his family for that huge super chat earlier today on that, and to all the channel members. Thank you all so much. Coming up on the Fat Sex channel here. On Monday, of course, it's Monday mail call, and it'll be an all slab mail call. There'll be a modern, but there's some Silver Age keys in there that I got coming in. Thursday there'll be a mystery box unboxing, and then next Saturday, Chris and I are back here again for episode 100 of legacy number 100. As to pull a comic book tie in there for OnlySlabs. We're joined next week for that episode. If I can find my stupid stuff. Here you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Nerdy Girl comes back to the channel. Bringing
Look at that picture.
AF-15 and Action Comics 1. Yeah.
The Golden Age Grail and the Silver Age Grail.
That's right. Well, last time she came on, she brought an Action Comics 1 on for us, and she brought on a 9.6 Startling Comics 49.
There are some collectors out there that I'm in awe of. She works and she finds these books that are incredible.
Her PC, the books that she keeps for her PC are phenomenal. Exception, and she works. You're right. She works hard to get what she has. Yep. Happy to have her come back to the show again. I know that she's going to bring no repeats because she had me compile a list for her of what she brought last time, so she could make sure she didn't bring it again. So make sure you tune in next week for our 100th episode, and then we'll take a week off to recuperate because Chris and I will be at Heroes Con. And if any of you are at Heroes Con, make sure you find us. We'll be around in our OnlySlabs shirts. Jerseys, but we will have OnlySlabs badge lanyards. So if you're at Heroes Con, you don't want to wear that stupid lame freebie lanyard, and you want that upgrade to that OnlySlabs one, find us, say hello, we'll hook you up while supplies last. All right, we got 42 out of 49. That's pretty damn good. I say let's go ahead and spin it and see who wins it. What do you say there, Chris?
Let's go.
All right, Wheel of Fish time. Oh my goodness. Sorry, Matt 268, channel member. Congratulations there, sir. Thank you. And I'm sorry, I'm still getting over this cold I've had all week long. So it's like all right, Chris. Let's find out. Oh, yep.
Go like this. Boom.
Yep. Let's find out what you're pulling.
Okay, so Matt 268, let's go from the front. Number 2, number 6, and number 8.
Okay. Do I count them after I pull each book, where the 2 and the 6 and 8 are shipped?
The second book. We'll pull the second book.
Second book. All right.
Yep.
Now I count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep. We'll refresh one more time.
And now that means there's 5 there, 6, 7, and 8. All right.
Okay, because Morgs is asked back to front, we'll go back to front and stop. And we'll pick those 2 books.
All right, one more.
And let's just take the last book. Boom. All right, now watch your back, Rob. That damn box is just stuffed.
It is, and I got to reload it up. I got so many books waiting to go in the box. It's ridiculous. Ooh. All right.
All right.
Again, guys, 2 Pokemon comic cards, courtesy of Shatterglass Comic Reviews. First book out of the box. How about TMNT Bebop and Rocksteady Hit the Road, issue number 1?
There's a lot going on that cover, too.
Huh?
All right.
This is... Son of a gun. I don't know why I don't... I thought I labeled these things, but apparently not always.
We got a little self-hatred going on right now, Rob.
And of course, you think it's going to be labeled at the bottom, but it's not.
It's right at the top, right
There
where
it
the
is.
backing
Yep,
board
okay.
ends.
Recent Amazing Spider-Man issue 20, The Stormbreakers.
Oh,
variant.
That's pretty cool.
Oh my.
why is that in the box?
Because it's a duplicate. I have more than one copy.
My God.
Sometimes
do you need my
I-
address?
I pick up extra
Who's the
copies of
artist?
things.
Is that Carmen Canero? Like who did that one?
Jan Bazula.
Okay, and hold on a second, Matt. Our winner is tossed $5.
Oh, well, thank you very much
Ward
there
C3.
for Super Chat. We super appreciate that, sir.
Dang! That's the first time I ever asked for anything I really wanted.
All right. Matt, I hope that you're a Spider fan because you're going on a trend here now. So we got that Stormbreakers. How about Edge of the Spider-Verse number 4?
Oh, I walked with a spider.
Giving a nice homage style cover to the old horror classics.
All it needs is a crypt keeper there, and it'd be perfect, Rob.
Yep. How about a 1 in 50 incentive variant, Extreme Carnage, Agony number 1, 1 in 50 incentive variant.
Woo!
In 50.
The Saga of the Swamp Thing.
Very nice. Very nice. Big shiny UPC code there. Swamp Thing. Again,
And
one of the best
last-
UPC stories ever told.
Last but not least, Domino number 1.
Who did that artwork? That is
Nice.
great.
Great colors.
Land.
That's a Greg Land. That's awesome.
I'm assuming so, unless somebody else signed Land for Poops and Ha-Has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Congratulations, sir. Matt268. Congratulations. Happy to get those out to you. So, yeah, congratulations. Where you had Durs. That's who won first. I forgot to label the books. So I had to draw. I'm going to write this down now. Durs on the first stack. And then this was Matt268. And, of course, I didn't see him pop in here today, but the real James Willie, winner of our Henchman of the Month recognition, getting himself a henchman shirt. Of course, that henchman shirt and like so much other of the Fat Stacks or Comics Curing Cancer gear, you can check out on the store link here on YouTube. Just go to at the top of the banner. There's a merch store. Click on it. Go there and then use YT Shopping 25. Get 25% off, and all the profits from proceeds from any of the merchandise sales that all goes to Comics Curing Cancer. Real James Willie. Beautiful. Guys, thank you again so much for coming out and being with us. If you haven't hit that like button, please do. It helps get this in front of more people. That ad revenue goes to Comic Screen Cancer. So far, we've coming up on almost $1,000 we've raised this year for Comic Screen Cancer thus far. Of course, the big campaign push will be in October. Last October, we raised just over $22,000. We're hoping this year to hit $25,000. So, oh yeah, James Willie's here. Hey, congratulations. Yep, you won the shirt. I'll be reaching out to you because I got to get your shirt size so I can get that out to you. Thank you so much, Bill, for joining us. Greatly appreciate you, sir.
Rob, Chris, thank you. Really enjoyed it. Thanks.
Chris, as always, my friend, appreciate you coming on and spending your Saturday with us. And to every single person who made it out here to watch us. Again, thank you so much to all of you all. Until next time, collect what you want. Don't listen to anybody, including me, because I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching, guys.